Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 4, and today we're taking a look at the 2018 Mercedes-Benz X-Class. Now this has been in production since 2017 and it's the first attempt at a pickup truck by Mercedes-Benz. It uses a Nissan F Alpha platform, which the Nissan Navara pickup truck is also based on, while actually also being built by Nissan and Renault in factories in the likes of South Africa and I think Europe. Yeah, even though it does have the Mercedes-Benz badge on it, a lot of this is based on Nissan and Renault's alliance, which has been ongoing since the 90s. Yeah, there are elements to this car that are from Mercedes-Benz. The engines are pretty much exclusive to this car. It also has all-wheel drive and a 7-speed auto gearbox, which is only available with this version of the vehicle, though there are smaller engines and less powerful versions that also have a 6-speed manual. But yeah, this car is pretty much in the middle of the range of the versions that are available, and yeah, that's because the engine is also middle of the range. Yeah, I'm going to try and open the bonnet here. It's not letting me do so by the prompt, so we'll just do it like this. Yeah, middle of the range engine, 2.3 litre turbo diesel inline 4 engine, producing 188 horsepower and 332 pounds-feet of torque. So yeah, there's a lesser version of this 2.3 litre engine which has a 161 horsepower, and then there's a bigger 3 litre twin turbocharged V6 which is also a diesel, which has 255 horsepower. There's also a 2 litre inline 4 which is a petrol, which produces 164 horsepower. So this is, yeah, pretty much the best of the 4 engines there, purely because it's more powerful than the less diesel and the petrol, but not stupidly powerful that it removes the advantage of having actual diesel with that V6. Yeah, I imagine this is going to be the most popular version of the car, and yeah, its interior is like pretty much every Mercedes out right now. Yeah, you've got plenty of shiny bits, and you've got the infotainment screen in the middle, and you've got the same kind of dials. So yeah, it's all well equipped, just like a Mercedes should be, especially for modern ones of today. But being a bit more utilitarian, it's obviously going to be a little bit more hard wearing on the interior. But at the end of the day, this is more of a luxury pickup than a basic pickup, and like the Nissan Navara sure is. And yeah, you obviously got plenty of space in the rear there, with a nice cover on the top to help not let anyone nick anything in the back. And yeah, it's a really rather handsome looking thing, but obviously it is a pickup truck. It's not supposed to be a a thing of beauty. But yeah, nonetheless, they have done a good job in terms of the styling. And yeah, it's got that ground clearance and that all-wheel drive, so it is capable of going off-road. But outside of the engines, there's not really much to differentiate this between the likes of the Nissan Navara, which is also based on, other than the fact that obviously this is going to be more expensive than that Nissan. Yeah, I can't really see the point of Mercedes teaming up with a car manufacturer that offers a cheaper, just as capable utilitarian vehicle, especially considering this really isn't the most powerful version either. And yeah, the V6 does offer a fair decent amount of power, but every other engine, yeah, is sub 200 horsepower. And when you consider this car weighs 4,764 pounds, it's hardly a lightweight vehicle either. Yeah, but at the end of the day, these aren't made for performance. They're made to see what they can do in terms of carrying things, and obviously, being able to get into places where normal vehicles can't. Yeah, just to see how capable it is, we're going to get out onto the open road and see what it can do. So as you'd expect with this car, performance really isn't the main idea here. Yeah, that shows in terms of the figures. 0 to 60 in 11 seconds, 0 to 137.017 seconds, and it going to a top speed of 116 miles an hour. Which isn't too bad, I guess, for a car with less than 200 horsepower and nearly 5,000 pounds in weight. And at the end of the day, this is more about what it can do off-road than it can do on the road. And in terms of that, it's yeah, really rather capable. Like I said before, it's got all-wheel drive. It has a really rather solid ground clearance, and from what I've seen in real life, it's yeah, more than capable of dealing with the rough stuff, which it's inevitably also capable of dealing with here. And it's actually really rather fun to drive on the off-road courses on this game. Not quite as much fun on the road, but when it get you on these off-road courses and you know, you've got a fair bit of speed coming up, it's yeah, fairly fun to drive, and it's really rather truckable. It handles a lot better than you expect it would do for a car that weighs so much, and yeah, is obviously not going to be rated to such a high rate of handling when, you know, there's not that much power to deal with. But despite that, it's, yeah, really rather capable in terms of handling. It stops really rather well, and yeah, it's got a decent amount of grunt under the hood. Even though obviously its acceleration times aren't all that great, it's still nonetheless, you know, got the torque there to shift when you need it to. And yeah, the more you run through those 7 gears in the automatic gearbox, yeah, the more capable it is in terms of speed. As you can see, it's hardly a slouch for a car that doesn't have all that much power, which was a big surprise for me because I was expecting it to be really rather slow, like the Toyota Arctic trucks that we also have on this game, which also have diesel engines, or also have a lot of weight and not all that much in the way of power. But this is a far more, you know, speedy vehicle than those vehicles, and yeah, not going to say it's as capable as off-road in terms of those vehicles, but it can stand close, for, especially for a mass-produced vehicle that this is. So yeah, even though it's obviously a far more expensive Nissan than the platform it's based on, those engines do give it a slight advantage over any Nissan Navara, and yeah, at the end of the day you are ending up with a Mercedes over a Nissan, and at the end of the day that's what people are seeing on the outside. They're seeing the Mercedes badge, not the Nissan platform underneath. So yeah, if that's what you care about in a utilitarian vehicle, the badge over everything else, then yeah, this will suit you right down to the ground. But me personally, if I did have my own money on the line with this kind of thing, I would opt for a cheaper version that's just as capable off-road, because yeah, unless you've got the most powerful version of this car, which again would be really rather expensive, then yeah, there's no major advantage on this over any other, you know, cheaper, worse badge version, quite frankly. But end of the day, on this game, it is fun to drive, and yeah, if you give it a few upgrades, standard engine or otherwise, yeah, you're gonna have a pretty formidable off-road vehicle to try out. So yeah, highly recommend giving it a go. You could only get this via the festival playlist, so yeah, if you have not obviously got it, then you're gonna have to look on the auction house. But yeah, I do like the fact that they've put this in the game. I would have preferred them to put the 3-litre V6 version in, just because it's, you know, we're obviously on a game, and yeah, more powerful versions of trucks like this are always going to be more fun. But yeah, still a solid all-round utilitarian vehicle, and yeah, I'm glad it is in the game. We don't have many pickups on this game, so yeah, it is nice to have not just another pickup that we've never had before, but also a modern one as well, to go alongside the likes of the Chevrolet Colorado, which for a while now has been sat on its own. But I do, in all honesty, prefer that Chevy to this, because it is more powerful, it is more fun to drive, and I do slightly like the look of it a bit more. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.